Hi guys, BMS here. Now let's answer this age-old question. Do looks matter? And honestly guys, I'm gonna have to say yes, they do matter. If you look like Shrek's vicarious nephew, then I'm sorry. If you look like a bowl of chili and green beans, I'm sorry bro, but looks do matter. Now, on the flip side, would you guys date an unattractive female? Oh, you say yes? Yeah, that's funny because out of all my 6 years, you're the only one that says yes. And it says a lot about you, but I'm not gonna judge you. You guys do still have a chance though, like you unattractive guys, you 4 out of 10 and below. Because if you really think about it, 4 out of 10, like your looks, they're all like preference and opinion. Because again, I could look at a girl and say she's a 4, and somebody else could say she's a 10, and then I'm like dumb in the head or something. But at the same time, as being a male, not everything revolves around just your look. You can have money or status to cover that, or you can have all three. You can have none, you could have one, you could have two. It's a bunch of different things that go into that. For example, if you look like a Komodo dragon, but you're 6'6", you may be fine, like you might be alright. But if you're 5'2" and you look like the main character off the Problem Solvers on Adult Swim, you may have to go on the escort alligator. I'm joking, don't do that for real. But yeah, like I said, every female has her type. Me, in my opinion, I would say I'm probably like a 7 out of 10 in most females' eyes. I feel like if you lined up 10 females, out of 7 of them, they say I'm at least attractive, and I'm fine with that. That's not bad in my eyes. But I would say like to actually have a decent chance in this dating world, you gotta be at least like a 5 out of 10 or something. You gotta be at least average. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if you make $1 million a microsecond, that won't necessarily always help you. Because let's say you're walking down the street and you approach a girl. I mean, if you're a negative 7 out of 10 and you approach her, you probably won't get to your second sentence before she blows you off. And before you got to your second sentence, I'm sure you weren't able to say how much money you make. So that's a situation where, it wouldn't help you. But like, again, there's preferences. It's going back to that. I don't think obviously everyone doesn't have the same opinion. Because I would say, for example, in my eyes, I would say that Ruby Rose, she's probably the most beautiful woman in the world. I just have a picture with her. I may or may not put it up if I decide to. I don't know. But yeah, speaking of that, so I think she's a cool 9.7 out of 10. But at my other job, we were talking about like, popular females and stuff. And, this one guy said Ruby was he said he was no, she said she was a 3. And I got fired from that job from damn near strangling him to death, but it's fine. I don't really miss working for Walgreens. It wasn't in my best highlights. But yeah, that's a story for another time. Now off the top of my head, like for vice versa, I can't really think of like any unattractive females or like mid females, like 5 out of 10s. I really can't like think of too much like that. But I am sure all of you guys don't think Ruby is a borderline 10. So that alone should really prove my point. But just don't rate her anything below a 9.5 out of 10 or you will be blocked. And I'm not going to say the second part of that. But, since everyone isn't attractive, there are things you can do to overshadow that, to not make it seem like a big idea. Because remember I said there's status and looks. And for example, like Biggie Smalls, rest in peace to him. He's a great example of that, because I'm not sure, I would say, or I would assume many females weren't flocking to him before his career popped. But after it did, it made a drastic turn. I'm very sure of that, it made a drastic turn. But honestly, that's not going to happen for 99% of people. So you may be thinking, being missed, what should I do if I'm a 1 out of 10, have no status, and I'm broke, eating ice cream on my mom's chair? And the answer to that, it could be either one or two things. You can either, one, just accept the fact that you're unattractive and just approach 4 out of 10s and below. Just bottom feeder for a chance with obese whales and Twinkie sharks. Or 2, now this might throw my 6 viewers off. You can listen to AMS and get on your purpose. I know that's a shocker coming out of my mouth, but like I said a few videos ago, I don't agree with 90% of what he said, not 100. If it was 100, I don't see how I would like him much. But then again, 90 isn't far from 100, but whatever, you get the point. But yeah, like I was saying, I agree with AMS in saying that you should get on your purpose. Because, let's be honest, man, if you can't pull 2 out of 10s, you get rejected by 1 out of 10s, like, what else can you do? Like, let's be realistic. So if that's happening, you might as well get on your purpose. But the funny thing is, that may be contradicting coming from me, given that I'm a 39-year-old virgin. But, hey man, I'm just waiting on the right one. I feel like I could have been lost it, 2 years ago? I could have lost it when I was 37, but you know, I'm just waiting on the right one. I don't care if I'm 87, I'm just gonna wait. I really don't care. I feel like she'll come one day, you know. I'll just keep dating one at a time and taking my time. But I actually do have a date today at 7 p.m. Yeah, so hopefully that goes well. But enough about me. But yeah, if you're unattractive, I advise, you know, man, you just get on your purpose or find some way to make money without causing someone harm or hurting people, you know. I like no scamming, no stealing and all that stuff. I mean, you could do that, but morally, I just wouldn't do that. And, you know, also try to find something that doesn't cause, like, stress or harm or hurt you as well. Like, I don't know, maybe a stay-at-home job or something, you know, a work-from-home job. Those probably could cause stress too, but, like, you know, something easy like booking appointments online or something like that. Or you could just try to become a digital entrepreneur. Just try to work around your own schedule. Find a product to sell. Remake an in-demand product that's not always in stock. Or, you know, just, there's a bunch of things you could do. Try to create your own business. Get a second job. Like, the possibilities are endless. So, yeah, just try to do one of those many things. Or try to do something outside the realm of those that could still bring in some income. But yeah, let's say you're actually doing that and you got on your purpose and all that stuff, and let's say 6 months, no, let's just say a year. Okay, let's say you do that from now all the way until, it's May right now, so next May you did that, and you know, you got some money, got a few $1,000s you could play around with. Now, here's 2 things I could do. The second thing I'm going to say, it could probably cause permanent damage and I think bone cancer and all that stuff. So I'm not exactly recommending that one. But I am telling you as an option if you like really want to risk it or whatever, because I've seen something like it on Instagram. But hey, it's up to you. But the first thing is a facelift. Because like, let's be honest, if you're below a 5 out of 10, you might as well just get a facelift. So that way, at least try to be a 6 or a 7 or something like that. But if I'm getting a facelift, I'm gonna try to push for 9. I don't need one. I'm satisfied with being a 7. And the second thing, a knee BL. That's the nickname for it. I'm not sure what it is, but if you look up like height surgery and all that stuff, it's something with that. And I think they extend your knees, they extend something from your knee area to your feet area or something like that. That costs thousands of dollars. I'm pretty sure both of them do. But yeah, if you do both of those things, it won't matter if you look like a Komodo dragon or if you're 5'2", or if you're whatever. Because if you get both of those, you should be fine. And I'm not gonna lie, this is just me thinking. I'm okay, I'm satisfied with my height and everything. But if I was like a 4'7" behemoth, I'll probably look into that facelift and that knee BL. That's just what I would do personally. But that's just me. Now let's say you got on your purpose for that year, got the couple thousand, and you went crazy and you did both of those, right? And now you're 6'10", now you're 8 out of 10. You're 6 foot and 8 out of 10 in looks. Now, get back off your purpose. Let your purpose go. Let that shit, just let that go. And now, go back to looking for a wife and girlfriend. It's really all that simple. It's really pretty easy. Or if you ignored everything I said for the past couple minutes and you don't want to do that, you could just, take the ladder or de-escalator actually, and just hope you pull a 4 out of 10 or something and just marry her so you won't die alone in a Motel 6 just masturbating and coming on yourself to death. Or, I do have this last resort if you didn't want to do those two things. This is called the roundhouse refrigerator method. Go to the mall, the club, and Walmart or any other superstore that you can find, and just go talk to females and get numbers all day. Let's say you did that all day and you got 100 numbers, right? You're gonna get a text back from at least 3 of them, and there you go. You could just go on from there and doing that. Now imagine you got 100 numbers a day for a week straight. 3 times 7, that's 21. Hey, you might get 21 dates, you never know. So I think that's a good way if you don't want to get on your purpose or just settle for 4 out of 10s and below. That's a good way. So yeah, there are 3 ways you can either temporarily get on your purpose for a year or however long it takes to get the knee BL and the facelift. But that route is risky. You can either do 2, just settle for 4 out of 10s and below, or 3, you can do the roundhouse refrigerator method and just get 100 numbers a day and just, go locations that, are pretty popular among your city or whatever. And yeah, you'll at least get 2 or 3 or texts back. But make sure you get 100 numbers. You'll probably get, I'm not gonna lie, to get the 100 numbers, if you're not a 5 out of 10 at least, you're probably gonna get rejected like 617 times. But I mean, hey, that's just what comes with it. You don't want to get on your purpose. You don't want to settle for the 4 out of 10s. Hey, that's just you. But then again, at the end of the day, it is based off preference. So over to her over there, you could be a 3 out of 10. But then the girl behind her, you could be an 8.5. So I mean, hey, everyone doesn't have the same eyes, and beauty's in the beholder. But you'll be a 0 out of 10 if you don't approach her, because there's a good chance she doesn't know you exist. And I'd rather be a 4 out of 10 than a 0 out of 10. Because that way at least I know I tried, instead of doubting myself and thinking, man, what if I would have did it? And then I'd never know. And I don't like knowing, so no, I don't like not knowing. That sounded so idiotic. But yeah, you'll be a 0 out of 10 if you don't approach her. But alright guys, that's it. If you have any questions, topic, or concerns, you can let me know down in the comments. And yeah, DMS out.